Hi, so I'm Leteri from Sew Modest Studio, and today we're going to walk through all of the measurements that you would need for a custom fit garment or sewing pattern. So we use a CAD technology to create a 3D image of your body. And in order to create that image, I need about 17 different measurements. And so we're going to walk through that process today. Just a couple tips before you take your measurements. Be sure to just stand naturally, shoulders back, feet a little bit apart, like shoulder width apart. Stand up straight. Don't, hold in your belly. Breathe normally. You definitely don't want to have the custom fit garment made with you like holding in yourself in an uncomfortable way, right? Because that's not going to be your true measurements. Also, just a little note about underwear. So if you plan, for example, to wear a girdle or a push-up bra, you want to kind of wear the underwear that you would be wearing on the event or something very similar to that when you're doing your measurements. If you, for example, take your measurements in a sports bra, which usually have like less support or not as much underwire or padding to the bra, and then for the event you're wearing a padded push-up bra, it's going to change the overall fit of the garment. So when you want something that's super customized, beautiful fit, then you definitely want the undergarments that you're wearing during your measurements and your fittings to be the same or very similar to what you plan to wear during the event. Great, so we're gonna get started with the bust. And you just want to measure around the highest point of the bust, right around your nipple. And just be sure that the measuring tape is not squeezing in or flattening the bust in any way. So for Niobe, it's 47. And then you're going to do your under bust. And that is the point right under your bust line. You want to think about where the bottom of your bra sits. So that's 42 for her waist, 41 and a half, and then we're going to do her hips. And for the hip, you want to go around the widest part of the butt and the hip and get that all in that measurement. So that's 49 and a half. Okay, and then we're going to do the upper arm circumference and the wrist. So for the upper arm, if you have one arm that you feel like is a little bit bigger than the other, then measure the larger arm. And the same kind of ruling of you don't want to squeeze the measuring tape. You want it to fit, relax. You should be able to put just the tip of your finger under the measuring tape. So for her, it's 13. And then for the wrist, 8 and a half. Okay, and we're going to do neck circumference. Then we need thigh and knee. So for the thigh, you want to sort of diagonal the measuring tape up just a little bit, like that. And her measurement is 32. And then right around the knee, 19. So the next measurement that we're going to take is the shoulder measurement. And you're just going to go from the nape of the neck down to the base of the shoulder. So for her, that's 5.5. And then I'm going to turn her around so we can do back measurements. So the first one you're going to do is just the back width. You don't want to go all the way around, like under the arm, but just sort of where the underarm starts. So like here to here, and you're measuring across the widest part of the back. So that's a 16. And then the back length, you want to go from the nape of the neck down to the waist point. And I would say that she's a little bit higher waisted than normal. So I'm going to put her at like a 15.5. The final two measurements that we're going to take are going to be your center bust point and center waist point. So you want to start with the measuring tape right in the back, in the middle of the back of the neck. Curve around, and then the center bust point is going to stop right at the nipple line, and then the center waist point is going to continue right to the waist. So for her, that would be 22 and 16. Those are all the measurements that you would need for a custom-made garment or sewing pattern. If you have any questions about taking your own measurements, you can email us at support@sewmodest.com, or feel free to inbox us and we'll try to respond as quickly as possible. Thank you.